Well, President Trump's nominee to head the VA will face Senate lawmakers today, and already his confirmation process is getting political. Imagine that. The Washington Post publishing a profile of Robert Wilkie with the headline reading, "Trump's VA pick, once a defender of Confederate symbols, built his career serving polarizing figures." But is this how our nation's heroes feel? Joining me now is Senior Advisor for Concerned Veterans of America, Darren Selnick. Thank you very much for joining us this morning.
Thanks, Heather, for having me on your show. Appreciate it this morning.
So let's begin right there, Darren. How do our nation's heroes feel about Wilkie?
Well, our nation heroes, myself included, feel great about Wilkie. It's not just me. The major VSOs, veterans organizations, have also endorsed him. Look, I've talked to Wilkie. My organization has vetted him. We've looked at his background. He's a veteran himself, both the Navy and the Air Force. He's the right guy at the right time to take a very challenging VA and move it forward. He's got the skills and experience, private sector, Hill experience, and, you know, there's no organization bigger than DOD. He's been very successful there. So he's also had a 2-month trial run and has done a great job there. So he's the right guy. We need him now. We need him going. A lot to do at the VA to get it fixed and reformed.
A lot of people involved, too, though, because the VA is what? The second largest department, serves 9 million veterans. In terms of what we can expect from today's VA Secretary hearing, some questions surrounding privatization, obviously expected, the implementation of the Mission Act, and the expansion of the caregivers program. So take us through all of that, beginning with privatization and what we believe his views are on that.
Yeah, so what we believe Wilkie's view on the privatization, and he's in line with the president of the VA, there is no such thing as privatization. There's been no plan. It's been a big boogeyman scare tactic of certain senators who want the VA to become and stay the only socialized health care in the country. So, yeah, so certain senators are going to try to create this boogeyman, this scare tactic, and say that there's a secret plan to destroy the VA through privatization, but it doesn't exist. What exists is the Mission Act and what the president's campaign promised with more veterans to get choice. And so it's really Wilkie's job is just to explain choice. Veterans having destiny, choice over their destiny in health care is not privatization. Privatization would be the dismantling of the VA healthcare system. No one has that plan. It's not going to happen. Wilkie just needs to explain the difference, and he's very good at understanding and doing this, and I'm sure he'll do a good job on that.
So that brings in an explanation of the Mission Act for folks at home, but what about the expansion of the caregivers program?
Yeah, the caregivers program is very important. Currently, it's family caregivers. It's basically, for those who don't know what the program is, it's if you're a combat wounded veteran and because of those injuries you can't take care of yourself, the caregivers program allows you to have a family member take care of you so you can stay at home rather than going to an institution. That's good for the veteran. That's good for the taxpayer. And so this program is going to expand it so that all veterans of all eras will be able to do it, but it's going to take a couple of years to get it fixed, get the IT systems in place. And so people are going to wonder, you have a caregivers program that's not working well right now. How are you going to get this fixed in time so it can be expanded to all generations?
So you expect he'll get the votes needed, but not pass, what, unanimous?
Yeah, I wouldn't expect it to pass unanimous. There's always going to be a few that want to just show either their independence or take a shot at the president. But I would expect a vast majority, at least 2/3. He's well-liked. He's well-known. He's done some great meetings with bipartisan. Usually the VA is a bipartisan issue. So it won't be unanimous. It won't be 100-0. But he'll get a vast majority, and I think he'll clear through in the end.
Okay, and then hopefully move the VA forward, as you said. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it. We will keep our eye on it and see what happens.
Thank you for